Hey, welcome everybody. This is CP Cards and Dice, and I'm replaying the 1979 Mets. As you can see, uh, actual record for the Mets up to this point, game 122, I believe. Well, let me double check that. Game 120, yep, 122 at Shea. And we're playing the Houston Astros. Up to game 121, the record was 51, 69, and 1. We don't know about results of game 122 yet. In our replay, we're 11 games behind that record, 40 and 81. So we're the Mets' actual record was they had 99 losses. So we're ahead of the pace to easily lose over 100 games. So that is very painful. But I still feel the loss of Seaver in '77 playing in '79, so this is very painful. The team really went into the dumps for 6 years after the Midnight Massacre, where they traded Tom Seaver and Dave Kingman. I think those were huge mistakes for the franchise. But anyway, all right, we're going to join the action in the bottom of the seventh inning. Mets are at home. And we only play the Meet the Mets song when we're at home. And it's Frankie Tavares going to lead it off. He's 0 for 2 on the day. It's going to be Frankie Tavares, Lee Mazzilli, and John Stearns. Stearns today is playing third base, usually the catcher, and behind the plate for the Mets is Ron Hodges, longtime Met. And on the mound for the Astros is JNiekro, 21 and 11 with a 3.00 ERA, 263 innings pitched. So he's pitching masterfully. He's allowed only one hit so far today. And the Astros are up 1-0 here in the bottom of the seventh. So see if the Mets can get something going. Using fast action cards. It's a 3. It's Ballpark. Ballpark 06. So that's going to be Wheelhouse. Wheelhouse 35. Oh, right outside the hit range. And that's going to be popped up to the right side. And Cesar Cedeno, who's playing first. I know him more as a center fielder, but in '79 started playing first base. Makes the catch, one away. Lee Mazzilli, 4, that's Ballpark. 72, that's going to be in play. 94, that's going to be an out. Fly ball, shallow left. Jose Cruz is out there. He makes the catch. John Stearns, he's 0 for 1 with a walk today. That's a 6, that's a tough out. Tough out 0-7, that's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down again for JNiekro. We head to the top of the 8th inning. It's Craig Swan, the Mets ace, is on the mound. Swan was 14 and 13 with 3.29 ERA, and up at the plate is Alan Ashby. He's 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts. That's Wheelhouse. Wheelhouse 0-5, and that's going to be driven into the gap, and Mazzilli's after that to the wall. Ashby's in at second base with a double, leadoff double for Alan Ashby. Ashby batted .230 versus righties, 14 doubles, 1 triple, and 1 home run. So Ashby's on at second base. JNiekro the batter, and Niekro is a bunter, so we're going to use the fast action cards to go to the sacrifice bunt section. That's a successful sacrifice to the third baseman. It's going to be sacrifice 5, 4. And the batter moves up. Now Ashby's on at third base. Now Ashby doesn't really have much speed as a catcher or base running ability, because really the run number is not necessarily speed but base running ability. I guess based on runs scored during the course of the season, probably. That sort of thing. I'm guessing. We're using a 10-inch iPad in front of us with iScore, an app, a free app. Keeps track of all your stats. Like, I want to know what Swan is doing. I just have to hit on his name and it'll pop, his yearly statistics pop up automatically. Does all that for you. All right, so it's Rafael Landestoi, the second baseman. Now Landestoi batted .276 versus righties and 192 at bats. He's going to be facing Swan. The infield is going to be in. The infield is going to be in for this. Let me see. Oh, I actually use these wrappers, and I like to show off my wrappers, my bubblegum wrappers. Let me see if I can find Craig Swan, who I have. There's my bubblegum wrappers. I really like these when I saw them because I like the caricatures. I thought they were hilarious. And let's see if I have Phil Niekro here. I don't know. Johnny Bench. We just played the Reds. They beat us 3 games in a row. Phil Niekro's here with the Braves, but not JNiekro. I don't see JNiekro. Oh, we have an Astro, J.R. Richard, Steve Garvey, Reggie Smith, Pete Rose. So with the Reds, we had 2 wrappers. So these were original, I guess, Topps gum wrappers from 1979. And I have the whole collection, and as you can see, there are creases. This is where those sticks of gum came in. I guess the stick of gum was in here. It came with some baseball cards and in another wrapper, right? So then you would take this out and you would save and collect these. So somebody actually collected these and sold them. I think it's a pretty fun little novelty item to have. Craig Swan is on the mound. There he is. Craig was the National League's ERA leader with a 2.43 average in 1978. Wow. Interesting. I didn't know that. So he had a great season in 78, not a bad season in 79. All right, let's see. Infield's in for the Mets. And there's only 1 out. Landis-Stoy. He's an A bunter. So we could actually squeeze here. And I've never done that before. What's this game? I'm not a big squeeze guy. I'm more a Joe Man type, let him swing. Bunt, squeeze bunt. There should be somewhere where you can find a bunt for a hit. Fly out, ground out, infield playing in. Oh, sacrifice bunt. Oh, when attempting a squeeze bunt, run around third, use column D. The runner if safe is if the result is SH, and a 2D6 total is equal or less than the runner's run rating. All right, so that's not going to happen because Ashby doesn't have the speed. So why would I ever do that? Okay, so we're not going to sacrifice. We're not going to squeeze. All right, so here goes. I'm going to pull a card. 11 is Patient. Patient 49. Patient 49 is a single base hit for Landis-Stoy. 2-0. Astros. Landis-Stoy now, he's on at first base. He had 13 stolen bases, so he needs a 4 to go. We've got a 5, so he does not get his jump. And it's Craig Reynolds. That's a 6. In play 14. In play 14, that's going to be a sharp liner into center field. Runners advance 1 base. First and second now. And that may be all for our boy in 122 here today. Looks like it's going to be another loss for the Mets. Let's see. You know what? Actually, Glenn comes in this game, so we're going to bring in Glenn already. It's the 8th inning already. We may have to do a double switch because let's see. Maybe not. No, we won't have to do that. Top of the 8th, bottom of the 8th, and then bottom of the 9th. We may have to do a double switch. Okay. First and second, 1 out. Terry Poole, lefty. So Swan is out, did a great job. He gets a hand from the crowd. Ed Glenn is in, so let's put Glenn in there. Let's find Glenn on the roster. Just click on the guy you want to pull out. It's very simple, and then it shoots you to the roster. And you know what? We are going to... That's it. Okay, Glenn is in there. Here's the pitch. 7, tough. Tough 34 is going to be a base hit again. Line drive into left field. Runner on second scores. Runners advance 1 base. Single. Runner scores. Other runner advances 1 base. Held up. 3-0. Oh wait, I used the wrong. Wait a second. Let's back up because I had the wrong card out, I believe. Or let me see. Let's back up here. Hold on. Canceling the whole thing. Terry Poole is up. Okay. Then we rolled a 3 ballpark. No, what did we roll here? Oh, we rolled a 7, which was tough. Then we rolled a 34, tough 34, which is a single. Okay, and then we got the same result. So it's just a single. Runner scores. Other runner to second. And Poole holds up with RBI single. Here in the top of the 8th inning, it's 3-0. Using fast action cards with payoff pitch. Cesar Cedeno, the first baseman. Cedeno batted 262 versus. Oh, wait a second. I didn't even look at the lefty. Wait a second. Go back. I pulled a lefty in there. Let's send that back. This is fun. Good thing about cards. So I had a 7 tough. And then I pulled a 34, a tough 34. It's still a single. Everything goes on. Okay. Everything that happened then. First and second. So we pulled a 4 here for Cesar Cedeno. And that's patient. Patient 29. That's going to be a base on balls against the lefty. Yep. Got to look at the left side. It's lefty now. Bases are loaded. Infield's going to be in. Corners are going to be. You know what? I'm going to play the corners in. And I'm going to play the middle infielders halfway for the double play. So it's going to be Jose Cruz, a left-hander, 10, tough, a tough 60. Tough 60. That's going to be a fly ball to left, shallow left field. Nobody's going to score on that. Everybody holds up. I may be able to pull a card, and I look at the outfield type of out. If it says deep fly, I could actually let him score. Craig Reynolds. That's another alternative that I have. He's a 7 and Youngblood in left field is a 5-arm. Let's try it. Let's pull a card. It's a 2, so he is safe. So that's going to be a sacrifice fly. Fly out to left. And wait, let's rewind. Out, sac fly, 7. Around third, scores. Everybody else holds. Held up. Held up. 4-0. And with 2 outs now, it's Enos Cabell. 4, Patient 64. Patient 64. That's going to be a ground ball second base. Flips to first, retires the side, but not before the Astros pick up 3 big runs in the top of the 8th and lead the Mets by a score of 4-0. JNiekro, here's the pitch from Niekro. 6 is a tough out, 24 is a strikeout. Ed Kranepool strikes out. So it's going to be Ed Kranepool, Youngblood, and Ron Hodges. And Youngblood steps in the box. He's 0 for 2. That's a 5. In play 30. And that's a line drive caught by the second baseman, Landestoy. Line drive to L4 if you're scoring at home. Using payoff pitch. Fast action card system 4, ballpark 40, a lefty. That's going to be wheelhouse 62 against a righty. Is a ground ball shortstop. Craig Reynolds up with it, fires to first, and that retires the side. Now Reynolds, I know, played with the Seattle Mariners at some point. Ed Glenn still on the mound for the Mets, and it's going to be Jeffrey Leonard. Here's 6 in play. It's 4-0. Astros lead it here in the top of the 9th. It's a 6. That's in play. 84. That's going to be a ground ball to Taveras. Taveras guns it to first. It gets Leonard. Jeffrey Leonard is out. Alan Ashby, who's 1 for 3, he doubled and scored a run. That's a 5. That's in play 98. In play 98, and that's going to be a fly ball, skied to left. Youngblood there. JNiekro. You know what? JNiekro had 11 complete games, so he's going 9. He's batting 63. Patient 63. And that's going to be a grounder to second. Doug Flynn flips the crane pool, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Glenn. And it's last licks for the Mets. They're 3 outs away from losing. Game number, what did I do with the paper? I don't know what I did with the paper. Oh, here it is. If the Mets lose this game, they will be in replay 40 and 82. All right, Doug Flynn's leading it off, a 7. Patient 55. That's a fly, medium right. Right there's Leonard, 1 away. We get a pinch hitter here. Danny Norman. Danny Norman pinch hit in this game. In actuality, and in the replay, we will pull him to pinch hit as well. Dan Norman, just click on the batter there. Find Norman. Find him in the roster. Roster comes up, then you hit save. And let's undo that because let's try it again. Dan Norman. There he is. No defensive sub, no. Save. Save. There you go. All right. JNiekro, 5. In play, 0-1. In play 0-1. That's going to be a ball that's pulled down the line into the corner. Cruz after it, and Dan Norman is in there with a 1-out double. Gil Flores. Flores is 0 for 3 on the day. He's flat out grounded out and struck out. It's a 4 ballpark. A 10. That's 27. That's going to be a single. Runners advance 1 base. So first and third now. First and third. With 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th. It's Frankie Taveras. 7. That's Patient 91. It's a big ground ball shortstop, maybe a double play. And it's a 7. It is 6-4-3, game over. 6-4-3, they double up Taveras, Speedy Taveras. Advance, runner on second advances, runner on second is out on a double play. Game over. The Mets have lost another one. Swan is going to take the loss. I'll give you the line score. Astros 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors, 5 left on base. Mets no runs, 3 hits, 1 error, 2 left on base. And the win is going to go to Niekro, complete game victory, 3-hitter. And loss goes to Swan. And that's it. That's it for our game number 120. What was that? 122. Let's lose it. I go back and I'm going to create another game. Visitor is going to be Astros. This is game 2. It's a 3-game set. Astros against the Mets. I'm going to look up the actual lineups and set that up. And this is CP Cards and Dice saying adios, hasta la vista, baby. I'm going to play 2 more games of my 79 replay, and then I'm going to switch over to replay baseball and learn that. I got some fast action cards that were delivered to me. I got very excited about that. And I'm going to learn how to use these fast action cards. I guess 1-1 would be on the batter's card. And then you pull another card, I guess, and you would get the 3 for the pitcher's card. The number on the pitcher's card. So that's how you would do that. Something to that effect, I guess. I'm not totally sure how to use these, but I'm going to learn. And that's all she wrote. So I'll see you guys soon. Bye now.